Hi, welcome back. I'm sat down on the floor because I've got some things I want to show you that I've picked up from Car Boot Sale. Okay, so these haven't all necessarily been today, but I will show you the exciting things I picked up today. So, previously from Car Boot Sales, and always, if I go to a Car Boot Sale, I always keep an eye out for marbles. These are massive, obviously. Not all of them are that big. There are two that I got. So these are the big marbles. I don't know why I collect marbles. I just do. I collect marbles. These are a mixture of some I've had since I was little and some new ones. So I used to collect them when I was younger, and then I remembered how much I loved collecting them, and that I'm an adult with my own money and I kind of collect them again. So I've got some new ones, and I picked up that tin last week. So marbles, picking them up from Car Boot Sales. Quite recently I picked up this box. It's just a nice wooden box, and I thought it'd be a nice one. It's got a plastic tube inside it. That came free. I picked up this because I thought it'd be quite nice to sand it down and maybe get the top engraved and use it for paints and paintbrushes and stuff. I thought that'd be quite nice. It was like 50p, I think. Yeah, it was like 50p. Something I picked up today was these books. So it's the same book, different prints. I'm not good with editions, but I think this might be very early. I'm gonna have to do a bit more research into it, but it's got pictures. It's quite cool. Yeah, so I think this is pretty early. I don't know. So why did I pick these up? So they caught my eye because I have absolutely no interest in climbing Everest ever, but I do like Everest. I like the stories about Everest, and I do get quite obsessed maybe with some of the stories of Everest. And at the moment at the Heaton Cooper Gallery in Grasmere, there is an exhibition of when Sir Chris Bonington ascended Everest 50 years ago. And I was going to nip to it yesterday, I didn't get a chance in the end. I might go tomorrow, I might try and squeeze it in tomorrow. It's on until the 14th of September. And I've met Sir Chris Bonington a couple of times. He won't remember meeting me, but I went walking with him once. It was really cool. I had dinner at his house. It was to do with my job at the time. But so yeah, met Sir Chris Bonington. He was the Chancellor of the university I went to, Lancaster University, and met him through that. And obviously he ascended Everest, and there's an exhibition in Heaton Cooper Studios at the moment about his ascent of Everest and all the archives. So I'm going to go and try and see that. And these books stood out to me because they're Everest, but also when I picked this one up, I had a little look on the back, and that has got there William Heaton Cooper on it. So this is a Heaton Cooper design, I think. So I don't know, something just clicked, and I thought, hey, that book's quite cool. Let's pick it up. And it's got photographs in it and all sorts. Like I say, I don't know a right lot about it at the moment. I picked it up because it looked quite cool. The second version of it is also quite interesting by itself. It's much smaller, and it was printed for, now I'd never heard of this before, so let me know if you have, the Companion Book Club, which I've just done a very quick Google of, and it seems that it was a book club that you could join for a fixed fee a month, and they sent you books. It doesn't exist anymore, but this book was printed specifically for the members of that book club, or for the distribution by the book club, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to look a bit more into these two books, and the author, who I think I've not found much out about him other than Brigadier John Hunt so far. So if you know any more about these books, then let me know. But these were 50p each as well, so you know, great. Interesting. And Everest, got cool pictures in them. I'll read one of the copies. I imagine they're both the same inside, and I'll find out a bit more about them and the writer. So the box I got a couple of weeks ago, the marbles I collected over time, the books I got today, and also today I got this, a foldable easel with carry on it. It wasn't the easiest thing to carry around. I got it from a man on a stall who sold it to me for £25. Now, I've had a little Google of these as well, and I don't think the company makes this design anymore, from what I can tell. I might be wrong. From what, well, I don't know. Similar makes seem to go from anywhere between £50 and £200, but I don't know much about this one. Anyway, so I picked this up, £25. He let it go for, which is good. I'm not going to put it up in front of you because it's quite clunky, and I'm definitely going to do it wrong because I've never actually put one of these up before, and it's quite complicated. So I'll do it off camera and show you. But so I got this. I've had a couple of portable easels over time, and they're normally quite cheap, quite light. And the last one I have, I just don't know where it's gone. I've lost it. I've got no idea. I think at some point between moving house a couple of years ago or moving house over the last few years, at some point I've lost it. So I needed a new one anyway, especially for the open air art competition that's coming up. So I needed a new one anyway, and they're quite expensive. But this one at the car boot sale instantly caught my eye. I ran straight over to it. The guy probably saw me coming from about 2 days away. But he's still only charged me £25, which is nice. And this one looks quite cool. I will show you, it's got clips on it, you open it up. It's got the tray in it, which is nice. I think when you've got the easel set up properly, that tray pulls out as a drawer. Well, here we go. Look at this, it's a lot taller than I thought it was going to be. It's easily a comfortable height for me to stand and draw at. Yeah, I was right, it's got a little, this pulls out as a little drawer, which is nice. So that's the lid, it just flips up. I'm not going to say it was the easiest thing in the world to put up. It wasn't hard, it was just, I didn't know how it worked, so that probably made it look a lot harder than it is. But that's great, so you can shorten it so that it, you can use it at sitting height, standing height works really well. Loads of adjustable bits on it. I was anticipating this to be a screw or something missing, but there isn't. It's all there. It's all great. I might just oil the wood a bit, just to protect the wood a bit. Maybe it's very, obviously it's wood, so it's dry, but you know, it just feels a bit rough. But how good is that? There's something I can't decide if I want to do or not at this open air painting, this open air competition. I can't decide if I want to draw it or paint it. I keep saying I'm painting it, but I don't actually know yet. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I might draw it. I do take a lot longer to draw than paint, so it depends what I can get done in 7 hours. Painting, I'll definitely get a painting done in 7 hours. I might just have to do a few sketches to see how quickly I think I can sketch it and sketch it well. I would like to, if I had the time, I'd love to draw it. I do prefer drawing. I think I've said that a fefew times. I prefer drawing to painting. Painting's quicker, and you can obviously get some nice things done. You know this, I don't need to explain it to you. But anyway, what do you guys reckon? And I'm aware that I've only ever really shown you one of my paintings, and that's not finished, so maybe. As I was saying that, I realised that I had a painting of a cityscape just next to me, or a landscape. Cityscape, it's got buildings in it, literally next to me, that I did a couple of years ago. So this is a painting of Castle Hill in Lancaster, which is the most recent painting of buildings that I've done, probably. It's at night, obviously, which this won't be at night, but I just thought I'd show you it because this is, so basically, if I'm going to paint it, this is the sort of style it'll be. This took much longer than 7 hours, but it's a much more detailed area than the area I'm going to be drawing. I need to get some sketches and some test pieces done, don't I? And then maybe we can all vote on it afterwards. I do keep thinking about redoing this painting a bit. I like it. I really like this part of it. I like down here. I just don't love these windows. And to be fair, I could just redo those windows, couldn't I? I think this is. Do you know what? I can't even remember if I varnished this. It doesn't feel like I varnished it. maybe I didn't. So maybe I might just go in and redo those windows one day. I don't love them. And I don't mean like redo the whole thing, I mean just like these borders, they're sloppy. I don't like them. So as you can see, it's now the evening. Well, it's like 9:30 at night. I've been doing loads more work on the drawing this week, the felt drawing, and I kind of naively said at the end of the last video, oh, I might be able to get this finished this week. No, absolutely not. The shading in it has taken like not the whole week. I've had days out. I've been out swimming in the Lake District. Been to a vintage fair, went to a farmer's market. I've been out for a few like mornings, which has been really lovely, and obviously went to the car boot sale. And then my afternoons have been getting this drawing done, or continuing work on this drawing anyway. And what I've done is I've finished the first layer of shadow. So I'll show you the first layer of shadow. So it is a bit dark in here, but I've got the ring light on. So you should be able to see that okay. So what you can see there is, so before, if you remember, we worked on these sort of, you can see these sort of thicker main fibres going through. We did them, and then we attached them all, and then we went in, what, can we get it there, with like these smaller in between fibres, and then we started going in with this shading in between them all. So that's where we're at. Finished all that shading, which if I was feeling lazy, I could probably call that area done and just then go on to this. But what I want to do now is go into this further and create some layers within that shadow. So I can see where my pencil is here. So you can see I've got this. What I'm going to try and do is, in these areas where there's gaps, darken some areas, leave some lighter patches to give the illusion of fibres, basically. So I'm not going to leave any white like I have done with these other layers, but I'm going to go in and try and make these areas darker in patches to try and make it look, to try and give it further depth still. That's the plan for this next step, which I can't tell how long it's going to take. So what I'm going to do with it, because that feels like it could take forever, which if it takes a long time, it takes a long time. That's absolutely fine. I've got a week and a half left to finish this, but I am going back to my full-time job tomorrow, so I'm going to lose. I'm not going to have the same amount of time I've had for the last 2 weeks, so I'm just going to have to. I'm going to have to work in the evenings, which is fine, to get it done and crack on, to get those bits done, and just see. I'm going to do a bit now, see what the rhythm of it's like. Once you get into the rhythm of it, it's all right. It seems to move quite quick. Anyway, yeah, so I'll keep filming that over the week, and then hopefully next Monday, when the next video comes out, there'll be hopefully quite a noticeable difference. By then I'm away again next weekend, so again even less time than is ideal, but still it'll get done, and I won't rush it, which is what's important. It's always tempting to rush things and get lazy, but I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not going to do that with this one. What is quite nice, so while I've been drawing this, I've been having some ideas for things that I want to start drawing. Once I've finished this, once I've done the outdoor painting the outdoor competition, I've had ideas about what I want to start doing next as well, which is good. As well as, obviously, I had originally said that I was going to do a bigger version of this. Now, I do still intend to do that, but I've got another idea that I want to mess around with a bit between starting the bigger one and committing to that idea. And I just want to see if this other idea I've got, which it's not a felt, but it is still a detailed drawing. I'm not going to tell you too much about it now. I'm not going to tell you anything about it now, but we'll see. I'll have a think about that. I've just got an idea that I think could develop into something quite nice. We'll see. I'm going to leave it there for this week. I'm just going to keep cracking on with this as usual. And yeah, that's it. So if you haven't already subscribed, it's free. Please do so if you like. It helps the channel out quite a lot if you do. It seems to be stuck on about, well, I had 46 subscribers and then I lost one and then I gained one and then I lost two. So I seem to have about 44 at the moment. It'd be lovely to get to 50. That'd be really nice. I can't always see who is subscribing, so I can't even do like a giveaway to say you're the 50th person because people like hide what they subscribe, so I can't even see that. But if you, I don't know, maybe if we get to the point where I'm getting near 100 subscribers, then I can think about doing a giveaway, perhaps, and figuring out a way that we can do a prize for 100 for the 100 subscribers. Let's see if we can figure out a prize to do that. If we get to 100, we need to get to 50 first. So if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to have a look at my website, see if there's any artwork or photography prints you might want to buy. Obviously, it'd be great if this was my full-time job and I could dedicate all my time to this, but I can't do that unless people buy my work. So shameless plug to check out my website, racheljharveyart.com, and if you do fancy buying a print or an original, please do. And or if you're interested in a commission, get in touch as well. I am open to commissions. Obviously I can't start one in the next few weeks, but I can start one pretty soon afterwards. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling because I'm a bit tired. So right, that's all for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.